There's still music going on, isn't there? Let's turn the music off. We're going to just go like this. There we go. It's a Monday. It's a Monday. The comedy club.
There it goes. Okay.
The comedy club has arrived.
Trying to figure out how to fade the music out. It drives us crazy when it's just like burp.
Yep, that's right. And then we forget to hit mute so you can hear us.
Welcome to.
I'm not Joanne.
So what's up? Morning,
she
everybody.
does it with the hands and everything.
I know. Joanne is visiting family, so she's not with us this morning. So you got me and Tony.
That's right. Oh, no, okay.
This is Tony.
That's
and I'm Josh. Welcome to So What's Up. Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Every single Monday, we go live at 9 a.m. and we talk about all things cut up and sew. We usually have quilting tips and tricks with Joanne. Since she's not here, we've got a little something special planned, which is exciting. So welcome.
Awesome.
Good morning, everybody. I see
everybody
jumping on.
Woo-hoo.
And looks like everybody's in a great mood. Fantastic. Before we start rocking, if you would, hit the little hearts, the likes, and share with a friend. It does wonders for us.
And if you're watching on replay, hit the hashtag or type hashtag replay on the
Good point. I always forget to mention that now. So yeah, and that actually really helps. When you do the hashtag replay after the fact, it bumps it back up to the top of the feed, so then more friends can find us.
And we also will go back and read comments after that point too.
True. So yeah, if you do have questions at any point in the show, even if you're watching it not live, we do go back and we will answer those. And as always, just call us or stop in if you have more questions.
Right.
Good morning, Bonnie.
April. We had a great weekend
Pat.
this weekend. We had a great, last 4 days have been crazy.
Yeah, it has been. What she said? Good morning. Heading to Florida today, so warm it up.
Oh, it's going to get warm. Welcome to Florida.
Have no fear.
We love Florida.
Yeah, don't wear a sweater.
That's right. Don't even a jacket. It was 70 degrees this morning.
I know, it's nice. Yeah, it was an amazing weekend. We had a fantastic Bernina long arm free motion couching ruler work event in St. Augustine. Thank you to everybody that came. If anybody didn't get to go and you have questions or you want to play on any of those sit down machines or the new hoop frame, call us. They're set up at St. Augustine. We can schedule a time to really have a good demo, because honestly, you really do need to play with it. You need to sit down at it or you need to stand up at it and decide which one's best for you. And you're going to have questions, so I'd love to schedule a demo. That way we can answer those and dedicate our time to you.
That's very wise.
Yeah. And then I have my moments. You know what I mean?
He's a wise man for his young age.
And then on Saturday, oh boy, pinkies were up. We had an awesome Baby Lock Sip and Surge tea party event. Thank you to everybody that came out. They were dressed
to the hilt. It was awesome.
It was fantastic.
Like, you see the pictures.
So many fun hats and just dresses, and I wore a bow tie, and it was great.
You were very dapper. I have a really cool picture.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. Baby Lock had a great live stream, so we got a lot of good information. It's National Serger Month, and so what a way to kick it off. And I'm going to talk a little bit more towards the end about some serger specials, and we've got a lot of serger classes. We're not going to spend too much time on that today, but on Saturdays at 9 a.m. at Study Hall, we talk a lot about it.
We do, and we'll do it again.
And we'll do it again. That's exactly right. But it is Serger Month, so just keep that in mind. Be aware, lots of things on sale, lots of classes, all serger related happening this month.
Exactly.
It's exciting.
Exactly.
All right, so let's see. Check. I got my sticky notes, so we're not going to be doomed.
And I have this list this time. Saturday was a
when
little
we
crazy.
wing it, doesn't work out as well.
Right.
But what I do want to do is cash pig, cash cow drawings, so I don't forget. And then we're going to bring our special guest on. So special guest, bear with us. I promise we're bringing you on soon. So when you go into either location and you pay with cash, you get your name on one of these little tickets that goes into the cash pig or the cash cow, and we do a drawing for a gift card.
That's right.
If you say the super duper secret code word, you get 2 tickets.
And we always give that secret code word on the show at the end of the show and in your email. So if you're not in our email list, let us know. We'll get you in our email list.
Fix that. Absolutely. Get on the email list. We send out stuff about classes, events. It's non-salesy. It's a way for us to communicate with you and let you guys know what's happening.
That's right.
And then you get it's not even a secret. I don't know why I call it a super duper secret when we tell you what it is.
It is super duper.
It's secret if you don't follow us and stay connected. There you go. All right. So let's do the cash pig drawing first. I'm going to let you pull one.
Ooh, Ooh, Leah.
Leah
Hamilton.
Hamilton. Hey, Leah. I don't know if Leah's won before.
No, I don't think she has.
Congratulations. Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right. And let's do a cash
Cow.
pig cow.
Farm animal. We're going to do a crash farm animal.
Another winner.
That's right. Becky Rock.
Hey.
Becky has one before.
I think Becky has one, but congratulations. Fantastic. Boy, there was a bunch of them in here. That's awesome. So make sure, again.
Shop hoppers too.
Oh, good point. Speaking of which, we're going to talk about that at the end as
In a
well.
minute, yeah.
I got to stick to my sticky note.
Right.
We got to get our guest on.
Let's get our guest on.
So, all right. We talk a lot about a ton of different things, and one that you guys do hear us talk about pretty often is Caterpillar.
Mm-hmm.
We love Caterpillar, and we do pretty good talking about it, but we figured, you know what, let's bring on a pro, our good friend, Keisha. Come on, hold on, let's add you.
There she is.
Can you hear us okay?
Oh, we can't hear
Hold
you.
on.
Hang on a second.
I got you muted.
There you go. Now we can hear you.
Oh, there I am.
Okay, fantastic. Well, welcome, Keisha.
Thank you.
So the idea is, and I always see you at the quilt shows, and like that's the only time I see you really, and we're always like, oh, and so thank goodness we kind of connected, and I said, hey, let's do it live, and you immediately said, sure, I'll wake up like super early for us.
Yep.
But we appreciate you being here. If you would kind of introduce yourself and tell everybody who you are and what you do with Caterpillar.
Yeah, happy to. Hi, everybody. I'm Keisha Parker, and I actually work with Caterpillar. So I have been selling these products for probably about 6 or 7 years. I use all the products. I love all the products. They're really, I mean, they're kind of game changers. We'll get into that in a little bit. But the company's been around for about 12 years. We started over in the paper crafting world with paper trimmers. And then we realized our LED light boards, quilters and sewers are very interested in them. So that's when we started to get out into the quilting world. We're still kind of new to the quilting world. There's a lot of people that haven't heard of us. So I hope this information will be valuable and you will all fall in love with Caterpillar as much as I love it and much as Josh and Tony love it.
Yeah, absolutely. So we're going to go over a few of the things. We've got some specials as well. And just to kind of let you guys know, if you're new to Caterpillar, there's kind of a lot of products. Like a lot of people do know about the light boards and they understand that that's something that we push a lot. But the flex light, I mean, we can't keep these in stock. Yeah. The amazing, what do they call this fancy thing? The clamp light, which, can you see that?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Yes. We're going to talk about the magnets. We'll show you in a minute. But they have kind of this, I don't know, like a large selection of really useful notions, accessories, stuff. So it's not just the light boards, is kind of where I'm going with that. So Keisha, what's your favorite?
Ooh. Well, my favorite obviously is the light boards. Those are my favorite. But I did want to mention, it's our products kind of build on top of each other. So once you start with like a light board, all of our accessories will work in conjunction with the light board. So it's kind of cool because all of our different products will work with one another. But my very favorite product is called our premium light board. That's this one right here. So the reason that I love it is, first of all, it's got multiple levels of light, so you can adjust that how you need. It's super thin and lightweight, but this one actually has a rechargeable battery. So I can take it with me to a class or go into a different room in my house and just hold it into my lap, or, you know, serve drinks later, have them all lit up, you know. A lot of things you can do with this light board. So this one is my favorite one.
Fantastic. So, and what's the actual measurements of that one? That's 16?
So the board itself is 13 by 19. But this lighted area, which comes with a cutting mat, is 11.5 by 16.25. Okay, so the mat actually covers that entire lighted area. So when the mat's on top, now you can use a rotary blade or an X-Acto knife and cut directly on your light board.
Nice. Now, can you iron on that?
You can't iron on this one, but we do have a piece you can iron on. That's called, like I said, we kind of build on top of, you know, other products. So this is another accessory that you can use. This is our glass mat. It's kind of a mixed media mat, so you can do gluing and stamping and inking, painting, anything that's really messy, because you can just take it to the kitchen sink and clean it off. But it will take the heat of an iron. So you can put it right there on your light board. You can press your seams, you can press your applique pieces. If you get something stuck on there, you just scrape it off with an X-Acto knife. So this one you can iron on. Josh, do not iron on this one. It'll be a mess.
I'm glad you were prepared. I just threw a curveball at you. I was like, can you iron? You're like, well, yes, you can. So thank goodness you're prepared.
I'm prepared.
I love that.
Yeah.
But okay, so the premium is definitely one that, and we're going to tell you what the special is in just a moment, but there's another one that, and I think people get a little confused, that's the same size, but it's a different color. So what's the difference?
Yeah, so that's very true. We do see both of these are the exact same size. This one is called our basic. This one has all the same features as the one I just talked about. The only difference is you do have to keep it plugged in. So it's got the multiple levels of light. You can take the mat off. You can still hold it in your lap. You can do all of your tracing, paper piecing, applique right here on the board. And it comes with the same self-healing mat. The glass mat will actually fit on it as well, because they're the exact same size. And the way to tell the difference is the one is green and the other one is silver. That's the difference between these two guys.
Okay, fantastic. And by the way, and I do hear we have a lot of EPP people, so because we have an EPP club and everything else, which is great. But let's not forget I live on my light board at home and actually anywhere I do any work, because really I'm always cutting out collage quilting. Or whatever you call what I do. Reverse applique. Whatever it is, I'm constantly using it and I'm tracing and I'm drawing, and then it's so perfect because I can lay the fabric right on there. It comes right through. So for collage quilters and art sewers, art quilters, this is also super useful.
It is. It's really nice to have the light source come from underneath, because no matter how many lights you have in the room, like this is a pretty bright room, that I'm not causing any shadows when I lean over my project. So whether you're tracing or you're sketching or you're cutting on your mat, you're never going to have the shadows or the dark spots that normally get in the way when you're trying to cut out those pieces, not pizza.
Pizza.
Now on the glass mat, technically pizza is an option. I mean,
that's true. The glass mat, you could eat your pizza.
You have a road
right. My son calls it a pizza cutter anyway, so he's not wrong. Okay, so yeah, so just so that we're going to recap real fast, the Caterpillar Premium and the Basic are the same size, but one is going to be the rechargeable, one is going to be, you have to keep it plugged in. The green and the silver. Good.
Those are the biggest differences.
Yeah, fantastic.
But I'll just show you quickly how the light helps you. Like this is an embroidery pattern. I'm hoping you guys can see this. Look how you can see that, so you can trace it.
Oh yeah.
Like, I mean, I wouldn't even intend to try to trace that without having a light underneath. There's just no way. I've got actually a paper piecing pattern. So the company Legit Kits has given me my very first paper piecing project. I have yet to cut a piece of fabric. I'm very intimidated, but I'm trying to learn. So hopefully you can see that too. I don't know. Yeah. Totally. See how well you can see that detail? Like, I don't know how you would do this without a light. I really don't. I have no idea.
You said that was a Legit Kit?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, my buddy gave me the kit. He said, this is our easiest one. You can do this, Keisha. And I said, well, we'll see.
I wish I could do Legit Kits. Not that I couldn't. I wish I wanted to do Legit Kits because I absolutely love the end result.
Right.
It's just not my cup of tea.
No, it seems like a lot of work. I don't know.
Yeah, so get to it. We'll have you back on when it's completed and you can show it off.
Okay, see you in a couple of years.
Yeah, fair enough.
No pressure.
Yeah. So okay. So other than the light, the premium and the basic,
yes,
there's one that I think we got at Jacksonville. So we haven't had it that long. I don't even know how long they've been out, but this
No,
little small, handy dandy portable one
Yes.
is newer,
Look
right?
how cute this one is. It's like a perfect little size. This one just came out like less than a year ago, I think. We finally debuted it. So it's half the size of those other ones. So it's about a 9x12. The cool thing about this one is the mat actually covers the entire board. So you don't have to worry about going off the edges. Like Josh said, it's great for like portability. You can take it to your classes, put it in your purse, or, you know, we have a little special we'll show you, a little travel special. But this one actually has 4 levels of light. So it does get brighter than the other 2. Look how bright that is. It's crazy bright.
Awesome.
There is one feature on this one that the other ones do not have, and that is the magnets. So this around the edges is actually magnetic. So you can hold down whatever you might be working on.
Nice.
Love that.
I love that a lot.
Can hold it in place if you're tracing. Great for your paper piecing.
Something I want to just mention on that, and actually that's why, and I just found out about that, I think in Lakeland when I saw you, I was like, oh, it's magnetic. I'm so excited. But if you have purchased, or if you plan to purchase one of the premiums or the basics, you can still use the magnets, except there's little magnet plates that we have for you as well that go on the bottom. Do you have those on it? Oh, there we go.
I do. They look like this right here, this little plate. So we sell them in a pack of 6. So you can have 6 places you can put them. You just stick them on the back of your premium or your basic. And then you have the magnets.
Yeah, they are
work
strong.
right on there. And I kind of like this because you don't have to actually, it's kind of fun to play with the magnets. Stick them down. You can kind of just move them around because you never know what size your project's going to be. You might want it around the edge. You might want it right in the center. So you can kind of move them around as you need. But yeah, it's great to have the magnets.
So that's awesome. Yeah. And I do love that they're built into the small one, but absolutely, I love that you can still use them with the premium and the basics.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, the mini is really cute because let me just show you how cute she looks in her tote. It's just a cute little tote. I don't know. I like it. So it opens up like a book. It's all padded here. You can put your little pens and pencils right there, but the mini will actually fit in this cute little side right here. It even glows through the packaging. And then you've got another pocket over here that you can put some things. And then you've got your zipper pocket. You put your magnets in there, or your rotary blade. And then you can take it to classes, retreats, whatever you want to bring with you.
Nice. What else could you put in there?
What's that?
What else could you put in there that's like, I don't know, 36 inches or so?
Let me see what would fit on that side. It actually is called our Flipping Fold 36. Look at that. I happen to have one.
Yay, we don't.
Yeah, so this is really cool. I know that you guys have these as well, right? Or you're planning to.
So, well, we got them in. In fact, I got the only ones because they were brand new from you in Lakeland. And then we immediately sold those. So we have some more of those and the totes coming in.
Perfect. So yeah, this is really cool because this will fit. I'll show you how it fits in the bag and then I'll show you what it is. So it fits right in there. You can put everything together, zip it up, and you can take it with you in your little pouch.
Travel.
Nice.
I love it. But I kind of like it because it opens out like this. So this is kind of your whole workspace.
It's so great for retreats, for coming to classes. I mean, I love it. Yeah.
So let me show you why this is so great for classes.
Yeah, before you actually show that, Keisha, So a lot of you have seen us because this came out, the larger flip and fold mat came out last year, I think, and we took it to the quilt show and we sold a bazillion of these, and we love these. They're not quite as portable. I mean, they are, though. They really are. But the one that Keisha's about to show you is even more so, and it fits in that folder. So we have both sizes, just FYI. So what she's about to show you works. They're the same as far as how that they work.
Yes.
You've just got size differences. I just want to point that out.
Yeah, that makes sense. Exactly. Perfect explanation.
Okay, good.
Okay, so this one, the first size it starts out at is 8 by 11. So you can put this down. You can use just this space if you're doing little small things. This is a great size. Then you open it up, and now you have 11 by 17. So that's your second mat. Then you can flip it over, and now you've got 11 by 36. And there's these little puzzle pieces. You want to always make sure these little puzzle pieces are locked in. But when you open it up to the biggest size, again, lock those puzzle pieces. Now you have a mat that is 24 by 36. Yeah, this is a good size mat. Because sometimes when you're at like a class or a retreat, you only have so much space. So having the option to just open it up as big as you need, it's kind of nice. Then you just fold her back up, and she's nice and cute and small.
Okay, so you guys, if you've watched me, well, Tony does a better job. If you've ever seen me attempt to demonstrate it's not quite as smooth. I'm like all wonky. But when you see the pros do it and you learn, it really is so easy. And people are always concerned about, well, is it going to be even? Because those puzzle pieces, I'm telling you, I was skeptical as well, but it is so flush. You heard it like click, and it's completely flat. They're awesome.
They are. And I just love every mat starts at 0. So every one of our mats will start at 0. You have a fresh new mat, whatever size you're using.
Right.
The measurements, absolutely. Denise, thank you. Yeah, Denise, you got one. She loves her. Yeah, they're awesome.
Okay.
Fantastic. I love that. And I love that you guys actually did make, even though this is awesome, especially for a at home. That's or if better for home. But even though you have an at-home station, you still have to close it up sometimes, and you have guests coming over.
What I do is I recommend it's like for your kitchen island.
For your kitchen island.
For your kitchen countertops, the way this one is shaped, because it's bigger and it's meant. You don't have room in your sewing space, and you need to take over the kitchen for a day or two.
And we know how many of you live in the kitchen. That is your sewing kitchen.
Yeah, right.
That's true.
As I try to talk you into a cabinet, and you're like, I don't have space. And I say, who needs a dining room table? But I get it. So this would be great for that. You're right. And
so here, I can show you real quick. Here are the 2 different sizes of our flip and folds.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice.
Yeah, big difference.
This one will actually go out to 36 by 48 in total.
Yeah.
So
that's awesome.
Both of these are available. So either size works great. Both of them fold up nice. Like this one's a little bit bigger, but again, you can put it on a shelf or put it in a cabinet, and it just doesn't take up as much room.
Well, and this is the box that I'm holding. So it's still, I mean, before the smaller one came out, this was still great and totally portable for retreats. It is just nice that now they have the smaller one that fits with the mini in that perfect little tote. I'm a sucker for presentation and aesthetics, and I'm like, ooh, it all fit, it's awesome.
Yeah, I know. I think your eyes got really big when we were in Lakeland. I said, but look, it goes right in here. Perfect in here.
I did. I was like, oh my gosh. And she had it at the Lakeland show like that. And I was like, what is happening here? So that's fantastic. So
not very heavy.
No, they're not heavy at all. I mean, but they're also, you can tell that they're made well. So even though that they're light, it doesn't feel cheap because it's not. I mean, it's quality, but somehow the magicians that made it very lightweight. So even when you load that cutting mat with it, you're not toting around this heavy,
it's not
bag, which is smart.
Definitely. So those are great products. They're called flip and folds.
Flip and folds. I love it. Is there any product that we haven't mentioned that you would like to showcase? I mean, I feel like you hit all the ones that I was really excited about, but
Oh yeah. Well, you guys kind of mentioned the little flex light. That's kind of a fun little product. So that's
we love the flex lights. Anything with a light, I'm in.
We can't have enough light.
I know. I agree. It's kind of cool because the only piece that you have to worry about attaching to your sewing machine is just this little cradle right here. And then you can take this and go charge it somewhere else. So you don't have the cord hanging down while you're trying to sew. You just slide it in there and it's got an adjustable neck. And then it's also got the 3 levels of light. These, like Josh said, are hard to keep in stock for sure. We sell out of them so fast.
I know this is the best light on the market, and I've literally tested all of them. And I'm not just saying that because Keisha's looking at me. And you guys have heard me say it though, for real. Like I've tested all of them. Anything that has a light, I'm gonna try. Laser, let me try it. Lights, let's see. This blows everything out of the water. Yeah, these are great. But yeah, awesome. I think we touched on everything. I don't know if there's any questions in the comments that we can answer. Yeah, so we're gonna look, and Tony has one.
I have a question.
Okay.
So looking forward in Caterpillar, designing new items, I would love to see a light that goes under my sewing machine. Is that something that's in the works?
Oh, you know, I haven't heard them talk about that, but I definitely can give it to the powers that be, because they're always trying to come up with better ways to light up your crafting area. That's a great idea.
I would love the light to come out from under my sewing machine.
Underneath your sewing machine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You just set your sewing machine on your. Yeah. Now there is an ultra, by the way. We've sold out of it, but I'm just letting you know there's a huge one. So if you want a whole, what's the size of it? Do you know off the top of your head?
19 by 26.
Yeah. It's awesome, and we did sell out of those. They're not quite as popular because they really are large. But if someone is looking for the larger space, I was just joking about putting your sewing machine on it. I was totally joking. But
this is the big one right here.
That's a big one.
And this one gets bright too. It's kind of like the mini. It gets really bright. The mat does cover the whole board, but it's double the size of your premium and your basic size. So it's a beaut. It's a really nice mat. Because you can actually roll a fat quarter out on here.
Oh man.
Oh nice.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Did anybody have any questions? I just see a couple of like yay and people kind of giving praise. So if you watch this after the fact and it's not live, go ahead and still write your comment in there or your question in there or your comment.
Yeah.
And if we can't answer it, I'll reach out. We will reach out to Keisha and she will get us the answer and we'll respond for sure. So
for sure. And I can take a look at it in a little bit. If you put any questions in there that you can't answer, I'm happy to answer them right there. So yeah.
Fantastic. Awesome. Well, I love that. I really appreciate you. She's on the other side of the on the other side of the country. So she woke up really early for us. So I really, really appreciate it. So we do have the minis. Remember, these are the magnetic one. We have the minis. We have the 36-inch flip and folds on order, as well as the nice little travel case. So if you want one of those, call us. We can get you a pre-order so that when it comes in, it's yours. And then something kind of special, because honestly, Keisha's given us a great deal. We have the premiums and the basic light boards at, what did I say? That's what I was afraid that's what I said. I almost changed my mind. 40% off.
Wow.
I said it. It's set in stone. I can't go back now. So 40% off, but it's just
what we have in stock. So
just these two. And we don't have it's not unlimited.
It's safe. It's padded.
And it's packaged really well. But
oh yeah, it's padded really well.
This is not an unlimited offer, so there are only so many, and we do have these at the St. Augustine location and the Palm Coast. So we'll honor that deal at either location.
Perfect.
And thank you for letting us do that, by the way, Keisha. Thanks for the sweet deal. So we can kind of pass that on to you guys.
I do see one question I'm going to answer, if that's okay.
Please.
Let's see. Shar asked if the cutting mats are self-healing. Yes, they are. The mats on top of the light boards are self-healing, as well as the flip and fold. It's also self-healing.
Fantastic. Good question, Shar.
And then Leah asked, is the mini light board rechargeable?
It is not. That's the only downside about this one. It is not rechargeable. The only one that's rechargeable is that premium model, and that was the silver one. That's the 13 by 19.
Yep. But this light, the mini, remember, it gets a lot brighter than the other ones as well. So something to consider.
You can see the
neither
difference there.
Yeah, even with the rechargeable one, if you leave it plugged in, it's brighter. So if you unplug it, it dims just a little bit.
It does. It does.
I get it. It's very convenient.
That's why I like it. That's why I like it.
I use a lot of things that are rechargeable, but I still take a little power bank and I keep them plugged in because it's brighter or whatever. You know,
yeah, for sure.
So with technology, it's getting easier. But good question, Leah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't think I see any other questions. Again, Keisha, thank you. We really appreciate
you guys for letting me be on. It's so fun.
Absolutely. Wish you were a little bit closer. We'd have you here in person. But hey, you know
what?
This
you
is
said it was like
for sure.
70 degrees there this morning.
Yep.
Yeah,
what
I think
where you at?
I'm in Utah, and I think it's probably like 42 degrees outside. I don't know.
Yes.
Come on down to Florida.
I would love to.
Awesome. Well, I really appreciate it. What does that say?
Delta usually has.
Delta has outlets. Oh yeah.
No, that's true. When me and my business partner were coming home from a show, she had gotten this diamond art like Christmas decorations, and I knew if we didn't get them done at the show or on the way home, she would never finish them. So we plugged in our light boards. I think we had our basic. Yeah, we plugged in the light boards and sat there on the airplane and did our little diamond art.
That's awesome. Fantastic. Well, again, thank you so much for being here. We really, really appreciate it. I hope you have an amazing day, and we will definitely talk soon, Keisha. And guys, again, if you have questions for any of us, feel free to put them in the comments, and we'll absolutely get the answer for you as soon as possible.
Sounds good. Thank you, Josh and Tony. Appreciate it. It's good to see you.
Thank you, Keisha. We'll see you soon.
Okay. Bye.
Bye. How much is the small flip and fold mat? Jody, we will let you know, because that's the one that we sold out of. I only got 3 because it was brand new. Do you?
Yeah. Okay. I sold 3 of them. So it's $129.99.
Boom. There you go.
And the big one is, I think, $199.99.
Big one's $199. The small one's $129. Yeah. Thank you.
Which is actually a good deal if you think about it, because the small one is double.
It's 5 cutting mats in one. So do the fast math. Well, I'm not going to do that for you, but it's way cheaper than buying 5 cutting mats. I'm going to tell you that right now. That math I can do. So I love that she was able to do that. And I know I felt kind of bad because I knew that she was 3 hours. She's like, no, I got a kid. I'm up. I was like, awesome. So that was nice of her. And again, if you have questions, please get a hold of us. The premium and the basic are limited on how many I can get at that 40% off. The minis it's a newer product. We've got plenty. And if we run out, I can always get you another one. And that's
we got those cases.
Same thing goes with the Caterpillar lineup. All the stuff. Yeah, which they have a lot. And I just love that the minis are magnetic.
I do too. I'm pretty excited about that.
That's awesome. So, okay. Sticky note time. Fiber play.
Woohoo! Fiber play.
So, are we going to have it? Do we want to have it?
Yes.
So, I don't think Cindy or well, there's a few of them that came and hung out with us. So, fiber play is something we've done. I don't know. For a while, and it's all about just trying something new. So we have been so busy that shame on me. We haven't really talked about it. So for those of you that attend Fiber Play Club, what are we going to play with this Thursday? We had talked about stamping. Cindy, hello. Is that something you still want to do? If not, we can probably come up with something else. But again, it's Thursday at 5 p.m.
Yes. 5 to 7.
5. Okay, thank you.
It's always the second Thursday of the month. Well, right now it's scheduled for the second Thursday of the month. We've done foil playing. We've done pounding flowers.
Thread painting, ink tints, pencils. Yeah, foiling was really fun, actually.
And that's one.
I enjoyed that. And then we had talked about doing some jelly stamping.
Oh, that's right.
I think is what it was.
That's right.
So I don't know. Maybe we can pull that one together and do that. If I don't know if anybody signed up. If you want to do it and you sign up, we'll do it. We'll find something fun to play.
Exactly right.
And again, just like all of our clubs, it's all about just trying something new, inspiration, motivation, and community.
Right. Exactly.
Saya, is it Saya or Sia? I want to say it's Saya.
I want to say
The
Saya.
sidekick. This is an incredible bag, and I'm so sorry that we don't have the thing to show you.
It's gorgeous.
The patterns are in St. Augustine. It is absolutely stunning. In fact, what we got to do is go, RJ, send us a picture of it so we can just at least share that today. Because we don't have too many signups. So this is a Zoom and in-person optional class, and it's in St. Augustine this Friday and Saturday. It's 2 sessions.
Mm-hmm. So it's a backpack, modified backpack purse, I guess is what you say. So it's really neat. You can do it with vinyl. And I was talking to RJ this weekend. He actually thinks it'd be better if you could use cotton because there's a lot of layers. And if you've never done, this is an intermediate bag making class too.
Not a first bag, not a first bag class.
Right. So, but yeah, it's a really cool bag. And
it's gorgeous, and RJ is awesome. I mean, his attention to detail, his skill, his tech, it's take the class is all I'm going to say. And it'd be amazing if you could do it in person, but worst case scenario, actually, it's an awesome second option, is to do it via Zoom.
Right.
So that's this Friday and Saturday. If you have questions, call us. We do have the patterns in St. Augustine. Right. So if you have no idea what it looks like, you could also just probably Google. It's SIAH.
Yes.
I believe it's the Saya Sidekick. Yep. And this is a Linds, LINDS, handmade pattern. Speaking of which, we got a handful because I started looking on the website and I go, ooh.
You got more than a handful. You got a lot. It's like a complete new pattern line. It's really cool.
It's a Linds handmade corner. I love it. I'll be honest with you. There's things like the Maeve, I'm going to say. Yep. Maeve backpack.
Which I think Cindy did that for you.
Well, question, and Cindy, I don't think you're on here, but this looks like that amazing Tula Pink bag that you made for me. So the Dana.
The Dana. Interesting.
There we go. The H2O to go sling.
I think that's kind of cool.
Oh, hold on. I'm trying to not have the glare.
Take the pattern out of
I'll be honest with you. I think that would fit this. And this is heavy. I would totally rock something and walk around with my. But anyway, the sling to go, the H2O to go sling is cool. And then we have the Guardian anti-theft backpack.
I pulled that one because it looks very similar to the Saya Sidekick. So it has a similar look to that, except the Sidekick has some side zippers on it for decorative and expansion purposes. So I
love this, and I'm assuming anti-theft because it looks like the pocket opens from the back, so it goes against your back so that nobody can access the zipper.
That's pretty smart.
I'm assuming that's what it looks like to me. Yeah.
That's very smart.
Very cool. I'm excited about these. The Linds handmade patterns they're cool, and we love by Annie and Sally Tomato, but we got to bring new stuff in. And what perfect way to do it with having a class to kick it off and having RJ to get you guys excited about it.
One thing I will say is if you sign up for the Zoom, you do get the pattern, so you don't have to go onto her website and download it. We'll either you can pick it up in the store in St. Augustine, or if you're not local, because that's why we do Zoom classes for our non-locals, we will ship it to you. So no, it's cutting it close, but we can do that today or tomorrow. You still have it in time. And
so sign up now.
Yeah.
Like as soon as we're done, go right on the cutupandsew.com, sign up so we can get it out to you today.
Yeah.
Because we want you to have it for the class, obviously.
There's ways to work with it.
Yeah, there is.
Figure it out. Cool.
We'll make it work for sure. Ryan's Case for Smiles, our Sewing for Charity party is in St. Augustine this month, and it's on the 26th. So make sure you sign up, come and hang out with us, and let's just sew for some good. We love Ryan's Case. Knock out a ton of pillowcases. Sherry's amazing. Great organization, and we love doing things to help, as you guys do as well. So make sure you register. Even though it's a Sewing for Charity party or any of our free stuff, register because it really does help us just kind of gauge on how many people are coming, how much space, and that sort of thing. Is that a question or is that a comment?
Judy's just talking about her sunburn serger class.
For sunburn, because she's been on a cruise.
We're here all day. No, she's teaching the mastering your cover stitch class, and that's the pattern she's talking about.
Starburn.
I don't know who Spencer Ogg is, but apparently he's somebody important.
Awesome. Judy, we can't wait to have you back.
I can't wait.
Yeah. Okay. Serger specials. So all month long, it's National Serger Month. So feet, accessories, stuff, machines, they're all on sale. But what I will say is, and even though this is a baby lock foot, we're doing it across the board because we carry air threaders. So all air thread sergers are on sale. And I can say that because that's all we carry.
Easy threaders.
Easy thread sergers, whether it's a Bernina, a Janome, or a baby lock, we got a deal for you. So we've got some bundles that we've created, the sergers, the overlockers, or the cover stitch machines, whatever you want to call them. They're all on sale. I can't tell you what the price is on here because we like what we do. We want to keep doing it. But I can tell you that it comes with an awesome service package. And again, with the 20% off of any of the notions and feet, what an opportunity, what a time to kind of get some serger stuff.
And with our serger classes that we have scheduled for this month in both locations, there's some feet you might need. So
or want to need. Either one, and we're okay.
Yep.
So I'm excited that it's National Serger Month, especially because so many of you have been just really getting excited about sergers and not only the serger clubs, but the classes. And we've got a bunch of serger classes. So cutupandsew.com, check out both calendars and just pick and choose or do all of them.
Yes.
Because use your sergers. Now that they're easy to thread, no excuse. Use them. Okay, so check staff pick of the week. This has been fun.
Okay.
So this is the last, or do we have next? Are we starting the staff?
It's just gonna be staff pick of the week.
Okay, so we've been doing notions, is what I'm saying.
Yes.
So
we'll be starting something new next week.
Yeah, exactly. So I can't remember what was last week, but anyway, every staff member has picked their favorite notion or a notion that they absolutely love and want you guys to know about, and then we put them on sale.
That's right.
20% off.
Yep.
For the entire week.
For the week.
So this week,
and it's online too.
Kate, our newest Cut Up and Sew crew member, am I holding it upside down? Yep. Chose the Kai scissors. So it's not one in particular. We're just going to go with the Kai brand scissors, and they make a ton of different sizes. There's a fun glare on that. There we go. And then the small guys. Those are the two that we grabbed. But any of the Kai scissors, the weight is fantastic. The handles have a nice grip, so it's not one of those, doesn't hurt your, exactly. But the weight for me is what gets it. A good pair of scissors or shears, when it's got that perfect kind of weight, you're like, oh yeah. Like they're not chintzy. You know? Yeah, they're awesome. So Kai scissors, great choice, Kate. Then I chose a bunch of things. I had another one. I know, but so you guys know the type of sewing I do at this point because you've heard me ramble on about I don't like to piece, but I love free motion. I love thread painting. I cannot do it without these. So Martelli palm paddles. I know people like the gloves. That's perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with that. Try these. I like to feel the fabric. I like to touch the fabric. So I pop these in my palm and I can still feel the fabric and my hands feel like Spider-Man because the fabric just sticks to me.
That's what it is. You get a Spidey shirt.
So I absolutely love the Martelli palm paddles. So that is my first pick. And then my second pick is something, and they come in a couple sizes, the Supreme sliders. If you've never used these and you've tried free motion, game changer. It goes on the bed of your machine and the fabric glides so much better. Two different sizes that I'm holding up right here. The Supreme sliders are a must-have.
I agree.
20% off. And that's a good deal because these aren't super cheap. This is an investment, but I'm telling you, you don't have to replace it. They don't get torn up. So you can use them for a long time, but it is worth every single penny.
And I have two different Supreme sliders. I have one that just comes as it is, and the other one I cut my rectangle so my feed dogs can be in it. And when I'm doing t-shirt quilts, it makes the t-shirts slide so much easier on the bed. So I actually have two for different purposes.
That makes sense. I love them. So staff pick of the week, both locations. If we happen to not have a certain size scissor you want, or if we run out of these, you can still order it and we'll give you the discount.
Correct.
So take advantage of that.
Excellent.
It's a lot of fun. All right. I use the sliders when I'm top stitching my quilts.
There
Thanks,
you go.
Linda.
Perfect.
And you love the paddles. Boom. Look at that. Looks like that's the last thing we got to talk about.
And hopping. Shop hop's still going.
Shop hop is going on. So we've been doing all sorts of different kind of specials at both of the stores, but pre-cuts have been kind of the name of the game, and kits and things like that. Well, we just figured we needed to bring this to your attention. How stinking cute is this? Come on. Hold on, there's a glare. I don't know if you guys can see that. Yeah, maybe. Anyway, it's a cute little egg carton, and I know it's just the packaging, but it's filled with fat quarters, and these pastel colors are incredible.
Well, remember it's called chicken scratch.
Chicken scratch.
So you can see like, I don't know, am I showing it well?
Yeah.
So you can see the little feet on there.
The little chicken feet.
And the little sprinkles.
But it's subtle enough that it's not like you have to use,
Right.
It's not a chicken themed quilt. But I love these, but we decided, you know what? We probably ordered a few too many.
Yeah.
So we're going to blow these out and we're going to put these on, what did I say? 30% off? Gosh, man, what is wrong with me today? 30% off our chicken scratch, 1 dozen fat quarters. How fun is that? So, but, and we do have those at both locations. So take advantage.
Joanne got up.
Good morning,
She's still
Joanne.
on Florida time, that's why.
Yeah. Well, good morning, sunshine. Okay.
Used all your sticky?
All the sticky note, other than hoppers, keep coming in. It's the rest of this month. No more Sundays. So now it's just Monday through Saturday. But on Saturdays, we do open until 4 for the rest of this month. So shop hoppers, come on in. We still have a couple magazines left, by the way,
Up there?
up in St. Augustine. So if somebody just wanted the magazine but didn't plan on doing the hop, go to the St. Augustine store or call us and we can get it down here for you. But we still have some of those. So yeah, they're awesome.
And we obviously still have some of the fabric too. So if you're
We
looking
do
for
have,
fabric,
yeah, that's right. We do have the fabric at both locations, and we don't have all of it in both, but we do have a good amount left
and
as a
pretty.
whole.
And it's really pretty.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's great. It's Florida fabric. This is the one time that I'm like, I'm okay if it doesn't sell out because it'll sell throughout the year.
Right, it's pretty.
Because it's great. It is pretty. Okay, last thing on my list is code word. Got to give you code word. I mentioned it earlier when we did the drawing. By the way, congrats, Becky. Congrats, Leah. I know what Leah's going to do with it. Get her a Caterpillar mini cutting mat.
Right.
Perfect timing. The code word, which is very fitting for this week, is Caterpillar. So when you come in and you pay with cash, say the word Caterpillar, and you'll get 2 tickets, 2 chances to win some free stuff, free money.
We're all about free stuff. I am.
And then use that, just like me, to get you a nice new Caterpillar mat. And don't forget the the Caterpillar Premium and Basic are 40% off. That's
40. You did say it.
I know. I
can hear Shan already like, what? Yeah. You have to see.
Don't worry, hon. They gave me a really good deal. Like I didn't get approval.
Yeah, exactly.
I wasn't born yesterday.
Isn't it?
All right, so that was fun. Thank you to Keisha for doing that for us. That was awesome. I was calling her Kesha for like a year. She didn't correct me.
She did today.
Thank goodness. All right. Well, I don't see any questions. Do you? Did we miss anything?
Nope. I think everybody's
fantastic.
They're fantastic.
Well, if you're watching it back, don't forget #replay and then ask your questions, and we'll make sure that we go and check it out and get you the answers.
Sounds like a plan.
You guys having a wonderful day. As always, live to create
and enjoy the journey.